find another way to work with my son. And what work was, I had to dissect the paragraphs. Everybody know what paragraphs is. When you move away from the margin and begin, and when the next paragraph go again, the first line always move away from the margin. That's how paragraphs look. And then you take it step by step, and trust me, you read that paragraph over and over and over. If you, let's say you read the first paragraph with him there watching you read it, then the second time you let him start and see what word he can recognize in those paragraphs. And then whatever he can recognize, you say, can you recognize the first letter? You're pointing at the word as well, so he can be following along. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy when he said, "Mommy, yes, I can read." But he don't understand. I told him that there's gonna be a lot more to reading than, yes, you finally master the art of what you were reading. I say you're gonna come across more words, but the more you read and the more you widen your vocabulary as well with words, then the more you're gonna be able to become a better reader. And I see he's trying, guys. I see his growth. But when I tell you, it was not yet without his struggle, guys. I had a lot of struggle to get him there, and many times you will say, but you have a background in this, you have a background in that. That don't really set you up for your children, because you can have a background in that, and you yourself is drained, exhausted, overwhelmed from a lot more things than what you would have, you know what I mean? But when you get into the meat of the matter, I'm telling you. And then his school also gave him a shout out for improvement in reading. And then his teacher called me this morning when I told his teacher that he literally read the book. We were reading the book called The Grasshopper and the Ants. That was so much fun, that book. Yes. Dapper PH, greetings. How are you? Greetings. Say hello, my queen. How are you? Lunch break. Digging in here. All right. Bless up, brother. Bless up. Bless up. How are you? How are you? All right, bless it. Thank you for passing too. Thank you. But you know how we go. We gotta eat and go, man. We catch up, We catch up on the Saturdays. We see you on the Saturdays, all right? So manners of our respect to everyone. So guys, just take my foolish advice, guys. I'm telling you, if you're out there as a parent and you're saying my son is not reading, my daughter is not reading or anything, start off small. Don't force them with a whole bulk of paragraph, and stick to one book too, because what was happening also last year when we had to do reading with him as well on his site that he have to upload. They used to give them like this book this today, another book tomorrow. And I think I had said something about that too, and I was saying, I think if they give them maybe one book maybe twice a day, two per week or so, that will also help them too. The book will reinforce itself, because the more you read that book for, think about the 5 days they go to school, and the 5 days they go to school, that book is being read to them every day. Now it's going to become a part of their vocabulary, and a lot of those words they're going to remember them, especially if they're a quick learner, you know what I mean? And they're able to recognize them, identify them, and so they may not be able to spell them, but we can always take some words out the book and teach them how to spell them. That's not hard. We used to create flashcard using cardboards. Anybody remember cardboard days when you use cardboards to your peers give you cardboards, maybe in the Jamaica arena or so? I can speak of that for myself. Right, our cornflakes box, we used to cut them out with scissors, nice and neat, and write words on there, and just have it running across. What is this? Like we call them flashcards. They still flashcards now, but nothing like a handmade thing, because you make it and you're willing to learn what's on there, and you feel so good. You know what I mean? So it's a good start, because I say, you know what? I complained when the bookshelf was here. They didn't have no real way to go around and interact with books. No, they're interacting with their books. Put on a little carpet thing, so they over there, they interact with their books. They come with, they reading the Bible. They come with the mom, what is this? They asking a bunch of questions. Now they have variety of books. They can choose whatever they want. So that's a blessing, guys. So don't give up off your children if they are struggling with reading or anything. Epic is a good one that we've been using since he was a little baby as well too. But when you go through situations and moving and stress start become more, having another child in the home, Because before, when it was just me and him, we used to read like at least 20 books per day, but the books are short. So when you look at 20 books, you say that's a lot of book. No, the words were maybe 3 pages, and you have these just a line in each and pictures and stuff. So it wasn't anything too much. I used to make reading be fun, and I'm doing the same thing again. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy for that. You know, so I'm so happy for that. So next month is reading month, guys, and I want all parents out there to encourage your children. Start to encourage your children, and encouraging your children begins with you. And even if you are a parent and you're still struggling with reading yourself, it's okay. Start with your pictures, because most time you will know what the picture is. Sometimes you may not be able to recognize the words yourself. Punch that word into Google. Google can tell you the name of the word by sound. So if you want to know what that word is, to also help you and help your children. So while they're reading, you know what I mean. So don't be afraid. There's no shame in the game. Gone were the days where we talk about shame and all these things and the embarrassment. Because a lot of people have children when they were very young themselves, so they didn't get to explore much. Because now they start to think into a different arena. But it's never too late for you to get back up, pick yourself up, so that it can be better for you and your children. Because while you're teaching them also to read, you're also teaching yourself. Like me, I'm teaching my child how to do math. I'm also teaching myself. I'm teaching him how to pronounce word. I'm also teaching myself how to pronounce word in family. So if your parents are you're out there and you realize that things not going the way you want to with the child need to be up to par, get on the starting list, which is you. Start somewhere. Sometimes you're driving home and you pick them up from school, you're having discussion with them. Throw out a word at them, especially if they're the older ones. Who can spell this word? I bet you can spell stop sign. I bet you can spell stop light. I bet you can spell red light. Something challenge the minds so that they can get out there. You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing my children now reading the street sign when I'm driving. I'm like, where did you see that street sign? I didn't even see it. And I'm at the front. I should be able to see everything. They at the back. They're paying attention to their surroundings. Mommy, we're going that way. And when they see me pass the house, they're like, why did you go this direction? Where are we go? They start to question me now. Where are we going, mama? You know what I mean? So yes, make reading be a habit in the house. I understand sometimes it's not gonna be easy because it's you alone, it's me alone too. But I'm telling you, we can do it. And sometimes even if you're not alone, but one person works so hard and it's hard for you to just come in and do what you gotta do, but don't give up. Don't give up. You know what I mean? Make reading be fun in the house, because when they can read, you realize that a lot of the stress will come off you. Because when you tell them to go pick their book up, they know exactly what to do and stuff. And even with art, I see him. We were reading a book, and in the book they were asking him to draw. So he gotta read the thing, and then he gotta teach you how to draw. And he was able to draw. He was able to do his little art. I'm like, okay, I don't think at this age I could scribble anything. So he was scribbling a little bit. Look, he was scribbling. Before, you could not get him to do anything, guys. Sorry. So that's a long way he have come, guys. I'm telling you, when I say long way, the songwriter say a mighty long way to go. Well, he have come a mighty long way. Because when I start go to the stress, which is I think after I have the younger one or stuff, then a lot of things, where the neighbor used to harass me and mess with me and all these things. I used before she start messing with me, I used to read book to him, to both of them every day, every single day. But you know what? Once you instill certain things in your children, it never left them. Because when I heard him say, "Mama, the things we used to do, we don't see you do that no more, Mama." And I said, when I get my things together, so and yeah. Then he called me, "Mama, come here." He was in his class today. "Come here, Mama." I said, "What?" Teacher said they have a newsletter. Oh, the other teacher told My teacher that I'm reading now, I say yes, but you gotta keep going. You should see his face this evening, guys. You should see his face. I'm just sharing this for any parents out there that are struggling with your children in anything. It doesn't matter if you're an educator, it doesn't matter if you're a pastor, it doesn't matter if you're an entertainer, it doesn't matter what you are in this world. You're just a regular person or anything, and your kids are struggling with reading. It's never too late to start somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. It's never too late. Even if yourself cannot read or write, trust me, get go. You can pay for Epic, and they have audiobooks that can also help guide the children. Because when he do Epic, I let him read the audiobooks. And let me tell you something. If you want to know if your children are grasping what they're reading and not just idling, because many people will say, I don't believe in that and all of these things. Make sure you are paying attention to those books that they're reading. Very important. You pay attention to the books that they're reading. Because me, I am not afraid to ask him questions about the book. He be right here beside me and I'm reading a book. And I sometimes I see he be looking all over the place and I'm like, is he following what I'm saying? And right when I'm reading, I just ask him a question. I say, who was begging who for food? And he said, Mama, the grasshopper. We're reading the book about the ants and the grasshopper. Because the ants was storing food for the winter. And the grasshopper was busy singing. So while the grasshopper was busy singing, one day the ant saw the grasshopper and said to the grasshopper, "Ain't you gonna store some food for the winter?" And the grasshopper just didn't even pay the ants no attention. But the ants were busy working to get the grains stored for the winter while he was out there busy singing. Now when the winter came, the ants were warm. Grasshopper they saw grasshopper him knock him call him. I think they were knocking or something. Say if they have any food to give him to eat. Remember the ants told him to get some food stored for the winter. And because he was, I don't know, probably too bougie for it or too prideful, winter came, he didn't have nothing to eat. He had to go over to the ants and ask. But the ants was nice to give him the food, not without a warning. I'm gonna give it to you now, but make sure next year you prepare your food for the winter. That was a good one. It's like, in other words, I'm gonna help you now, but do not beg me next year. So it was fun. And then the other book that we read last week was the one with the hare and the turtles with the turtle, but they call him turtles. And I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. But anyway, that one was so funny because the hare, he was so, if you look at the story, how they draw the pictures of the illustration and all of that, it was so beautiful, guys. I was having a blast with the book, me and the kids. So the hero said, look at you, look at you. You are so slow. Why I laugh is because I always cursing at Jenny when I used to read something to him and we have to record him reading, and I used to always cuss at him. You're so slow, blah 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 blah. So when that book came along and we were reading the book, and as soon as I heard that part when he turned the hero said, look at you, you're so slow. I'm gonna win the race. And the turtle said, okay, let's have a race, see who will win. The turtle is so confident. Okay, let's have a race, let's see who will win. So I was laughing because when I hear you are so slow, look at you, you're so slow. I just remember what I used to tell Jaden. Parents, when you start reading books, you're gonna see some of yourself in the books as well. It's depending on how the book is being written. You know, you're gonna see some of yourself in there. In the here, I was busting out laughing. Mega, how are you? How are you? Greetings. Thank you guys for stopping by. So I'm telling you guys, don't give up off your children. Don't give up off yourself. Even if they're reading below the level, it's not too late and anything. What kind of question you got tonight? What kind? Drop it in the chat. You know what I mean? It's never too late, guys. Don't give up. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't give up. They have this thing since the pandemic hit. I was introduced to Epic, You can buy the paid version, and I don't buy the paid version because I don't have it to keep rotating like that. You know what I mean? But I got plenty of books, as well as I capitalize on the books that are from 7 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. So I utilize that free resource. Mega said, "Did your landlord retaliate against you after court?" No, no. But the last time they raised my rent, and then when I talked to them about it, then they increased it little more. But that was that. But no, no, because it wasn't really anything. It wasn't my fault while they take me to court. I did not sign up for court. They're the one who put me in court. You know what I mean? So that's their mess. So they had to eat their mess. But everything had been resolved. Or so. No, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I'm just saying that was their mess. You know, they're the one who dragged me there for no reason. You know. I guess people challenge you when they're renting to see if they can break you. You know what I mean? So always have to have powers and believe in God that He can renew your strength. Yes, 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 yes. They did. Everything is all right now. You know, I'm always paying my bills, doing no matter what, how struggle, no matter how much I'm struggling, I'm always making sure this is paid. It's challenging, but yeah. No hitting. You did good just now. Don't run your brain out. Keep that information. You want water? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you for your concern. Thank you. But everything is okay. Everything is okay. I'm minding my business. They minding theirs. Nobody messing with me. Nobody don't even bother me. You know. I don't have no loud neighbors. I heard some footstep over my head, but nothing. Everything is just minimal. Nobody bothering me. I don't bother people. People even invite me to their house, and me, I bypass. I call you if I have your number and check in and say, "Hey, how you doing?" or so forth. But you know, because I got my children and I gotta protect them because too many things is going on. So I gotta protect them as much as I can. You know, I'm not gonna always be able to protect them 100%, but I can. I'm just trying to do the best I can. You know. Yeah. But everything is all right so far. Giving thanks. Thanks for you to ask about that. What is it? You done? All right. I need you now to go chop it up. Yes, guys. So now March is reading month, and I'm gonna challenge all parents out there. You said thank you. I am thinking about taking them to court. You're thinking about taking them. Oh, you on your end? On your end? Get somebody. So March is reading month, guys. I'm challenging you all to do a 30-day experience with your children. And just remember, if you're consistent with your children, oh, you're asking someone experience. Well, I depending on your situation, I would say if you're gonna take somebody to court, always make sure you have a backup plan. You know, because if you don't got a backup plan and anything happen, as you say, backfire or retaliation, then you want to know that you have an avenue or a next window. Mom, rub this at your nose. Just a little bit. Don't rub it in your face. Just at your nose. Do like this. Open. Open. You see? Oh. Okay, go. Uh? Mhm. Yes, family. You know what I mean? So you always make sure you see many times things not going our way. And you know, one of the first thing we always look at is put our ego first. So now we're not thinking clearly. Because our ego is the one who just tell us, yes, yes, go do it, go do it. And then you go do it and things backfire at you and you be so mad. You be so mad because when you start to realize, it's more to this than what we're looking at. Sometimes we look at the surface level, but when we start to think deeper into situation, you look, how would that benefit you in the long run? Is it wise? You know, is it this? Because I've been in situation where people told me you should have taken them to court for this or that, and I say, you know what, I'm leaving it into the hands of God, because sometimes we want to do this and we want to do that, but sometimes you might not win, because it's most times sometimes it's who know who, and worse if you go somewhere everybody know each other, you ain't winning that one. You're gonna be up in there looking like a puppy nose. Your nose cold. It's time for you to be up, you know what I mean? So now from my experience I have to learn to say that we have to think about. Yes, well, after a while, once your receipt and all the things that you're doing correctly will stand for you. But I'm saying that if it's not something that is major, major and stuff like that. Barry says, "Sis, I will catch up with you tomorrow. Blessings. Yes, man. Manners, love, and respect to you, Barry. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone. Remember, family, I know I like to come on late. So if you guys gotta go and go to your bed, remember, I like to say rest is important. We have 365 days. I have all sort of stuff out here. I have shorts, I have videos. You can support me there as well. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys want to support, but I respect at the same time. You know what I mean? I respect because rest is important, especially with them talking about all these kind of disease and stuff when you don't get adequate rest and all these blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? So those things are important. But mega, make sure you fact check everything first. So if you're having a discrepancy with your landlord, sometimes go to them first and see what resolution you can come up with together. You know what I mean? Before we, because I would like to say before we make a fool of ourselves sometime, because sometimes they can have something over your head and you don't even know what it is. And when you go to court or take them to court, that's when you realize that, oh, I was not prepared. You thought you got everything under lock and key, you know what I mean? Or you try that and it doesn't work. Well, maybe the best way sometimes is to get out their way, you know what I mean? Just get out their way, because sometimes when people know they have the upper hand on you, they will still bug you, they will still do everything. So the best way I would tell you sometimes is just to walk away if you can. As the songwriter say, walk away from trouble if you can. Because when you're in somebody's house or so forth, even when the law aims against your side, most time you're not gonna be happy, because even if you win something or still in somebody's place, you're still not gonna be 100% happy, because you don't know what next somebody's gonna plot against you. You don't know what next is coming. You don't know what's gonna happen. They could probably say, you know what, I could get you out by selling the house. I could get you out by doing this. I could get you out by, no longer want to be the manager of the company, or no longer want to be the owner of this house. And then the new person coming in can say, hey, I don't want you in here. They give you out so much. So many things can be going on. Oh yes, yes, yes. And sometimes we just have to step out in faith. Because sometimes we at a crossroad in our life. But when we look at we live in somebody's place and we know it's not ours, I agree for no for you to fight unless they're harassing you. When the harassment becomes a harassment, like somebody literally harassing you and so forth, then yes. But if they're just whatever discrepancy you have and it can be dealt with without the court involved, or so you take it to court and you might not be in the clear. You know what I mean? And even sometimes you get in the clear and then things take a turn for the worse. They decide to sell that house. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? Or that apartment. You know what I mean? You say I don't anything. You go, okay. Well, as long as you don't know anything, also you just start look for somewhere else. You know what I mean? Start look for somewhere else, and sometimes we have to step out in faith. Like my son look at me the other day when everything was going on. We started to look at RVs, those trailer houses or so that you could have. We start looking at those. We don't got no money for those, but we were just looking at these things. And my son said, Mommy, I think we should move or live in one of these. Poor thing don't even know Mommy care. He was shake. But he was just there supporting. He said, Mommy, I think you should look into one of these because we were looking at the 3 bedrooms one, and they're pretty affordable, guys. They are pretty affordable. I was looking at them. It's just that we'd have to do deeper dive into do more research as to see about how the maintenance and all these things go about. But they were super duper nice, and most of them were affordable. You know what I mean? And we were looking at them. We were looking at they had 2 bedrooms. They had everything in their bathroom. They had so many things that was in there, guys. I'm telling you. You know. You say I'm definitely moving. Yes, that's all we have to just put it in the back of your head. Say, you know what? I'm gonna move. And before you move, you just keep the peace. You know what I mean? Just keep the peace. I like to say keep the peace because you never know when something happen and you might need them back again. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we wanna retaliate and act out or so, but something could happen down the road and you're left in peace and you wanna go back. You hear that they still have a vacant place or so, and you're left in peace. Sometimes they will take you back, but when we left and retaliate and all these things, they don't want you back. No matter how much they know you and how good you were, how much of a pain person you were, but the mere fact that you retaliate, sometimes that's what get you another road. Even if a job you leave, sometimes it's best to just walk away. Don't even say nothing. Just walk away. You know what I mean? Be like how the government deleting everybody out of the job and tell them just move, walk away peacefully. Or they get a buyout or something. Sometimes you have to buy out yourself too, just for your peace of mind. You know what I mean? In anything we're doing. Sometimes even with my own children, I have to be buying out myself too. When I mean buying out, I'm not talking actually paying them money or anything. But you just literally have to buy out your mind. Because you want your peace. Sometimes you're on the phone and you're talking to somebody and you realize them over here and you over here. That means you guys are not on the same level. Sometimes you have to just buy yourself out. All right, then you have a good day. I'll see you. You know what I mean? So sometimes buy out ourselves. Buy out don't mean that you have to physically use money. In these day and age, words are using so different in Lucy sometimes. You know what I mean? Selena the Celestial, hello, good night, good afternoon. How are you? How are you? Hello in the chat, everybody. So buy out ourselves sometime, you know what I mean? Your peace of mind, everything. It's like many times we're here and we're worried about everything. Just buy ourselves out. Buy ourselves out nicely, peacefully. I like to tell people when I met you peacefully. I wanna leave peacefully. If I can't leave peacefully, it's because you're messing with me. But I'm gonna try my endeavor best to leave peacefully. You know, even before I move and come to this place here, I had a landlord, and I don't want to go into the deep depth of it. And she tried to tell me, oh, she going this and she going that. And I said, lady, just look at me good. She was going back and forth in email, or she started reach out to me. I remember one day I was getting ready for school. I was working at a school. I was getting ready for the school job, and this lady come early in the morning. I actually went late to school. Muy bien, gracias. I'm doing good, my dear. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Gracias. I'm doing good. Yes, I'm doing good. We under the flu. Sorry, we have the flu. All of us have the flu and everything. We under the weather, but apart from that, we're holding on. We're fighting. We're not gonna let this one hold me down because I'm the only one in the house. So with my children, so I have to make sure I stay firm and rooted and grounded. So the Lord is giving me the strength to hold on. So anyway, I was saying I had this landlord, and she got some money for me and everything, and she was supposed to put it towards what it need to be put to. Yes, under the weather, you have a soldier on mommy, and you got this. Yes, thank you so much, Celine. I appreciate, and everything. And she was going on, and then I don't know, you know, when people think you're not, when people think you don't have no understanding of a lot of stuff, and it doesn't matter your background. Once people think that you don't understand some things, they will try you. And that's why it's always important to keep abreast of what's going on, because people will try you day in, day out. And I remember I had to look at her and I said, she started and come to my house one morning, and she said, please don't do the blah 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 blah. I said, lady, why are you harassing me now? I need to go to school. I'm late. I'm literally getting ready to get out the house. And this lady was at the house by 7 o'clock. I'm supposed to be at school by 7. I think 7:30 at the time or anything. And this lady was at my house begging me not to this begging. Let me tell you something. And I talked to her for years about it, and for years. And then when I was ready to move to come to this place, she was telling me, "Oh, I'm not giving you back your security deposit. Oh, I'm not this." I said, "Lady, you're gonna give me back my security deposit. I'm not asking you. I did nothing to your place. You're gonna give me back my security deposit. I even clean up the place more than how you are giving it to me. You are gonna give me back my money." It's a resilient. You are very intelligent. I don't doubt you know what's going on because you are a very good listener. So like that lady was trying to waste your time and take advantage. Oh yeah, she was definitely trying to take advantage. And that's why it's always good to, even if you, let's say you live in Michigan, but you're not from Michigan, you could be from New York or another state or anything, but you come and live anywhere. Always good to have someone that live here, know the streets, know the rope, been in situation like that, they got experience. So you can call them and say, hey lady, hey man, what's going on? And they will tell you what's going on. And do your research at the same time. Not just word of mouth, but also do your research and everything. And when she start realize I'm not budging, and then when I move over here, she's supposed to give me back my deposit. She told me she not giving it back to me. She said she can't collate up and I owe her money. I said, "Lady, you and I both know goddamn well I don't owe you." At the time I said I don't owe you the S to the T. Now I need my security deposit back. And she go on and on. She tried to find all the excuse. I said, "Lady, I got all my pictures. I need my money back." She tried to take me to court. I said, "Lady, you're playing with it. You're barking up the wrong tree." Because she done it with other people. I said, "Lady, you're barking up the wrong tree." So when I move over here now, she's supposed to give me back my money. She have all sort of excuse. I'll pay her no mind. I didn't owe her nothing. Want anybody know me and I anywhere I am renting from? When I owe my light bill, I don't owe these people nothing. So she said she not giving me back my security deposit, and I said, all right. I know somebody she did like that. That person, she took that person $800 security deposit and tell that one single person have no kids or nothing. That, oh, we find issues with this, oh, we find issue with that. And but he didn't want to fight it. I said, if it was me, my $800 not going down the drain like that. I don't play with that. Anything you work hard for, you don't play with. They don't play with it, so why should you? You know what I mean? And she said she not giving back my money. And I remember the last I said, "Lady, you want all, you will lose all." Literally in the email, I told her, I said, "Lady, you want all, you will lose all. I need my money back." I said, getting greedy. Greed is a thing that will make you lose everything. And she was very much scared to lose everything. Because I know if she had go take me to court, she would have never won. And I'm not asking Jesus, I'm telling you. As I said, I don't want to go into the whole meat of the matter, but I'm just telling you. You know, because people treat people bad some of the time and think that because you sound foolish, you talk foolish, doesn't mean my message or my words are not going to land on you correctly. You know what I mean? So yeah, you say I had someone this morning at my daughter's swim school try and take my money and not give my daughter some lesson she missed out on. Oh man, I'm telling you, these they're everywhere, man. Every corner of the university. It's not just housing, it's everywhere. You know, keep your proof of receipt always. I keep a paper trail of everything because I used to work in law. Yes, don't come for me because I have evidence of. Oh yes, oh yes. You see, and that's the thing, you know, and that's why, you know, I wanted, when I rent places, I don't rent places to argue with nobody. I rent places because we want somewhere to live. You can't live outside till you can afford your own. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But when people realize that they think, and I use the word think, that they can mess with people, they will try. But you don't have to be rude to these people. You just can clearly tell them, you want all, you will lose all. Then she finally giving, because that morning I remember I think we're just going back and forth at it. And me, maybe when I'm talking, you won't hear how much my mouth is. But this lady texting me now and just irritating me. I'm telling you, I'm going off with call run on sentence, no full stop, no comma, no pause, no breaks. That's how you text people when you're mad. That's still clearly that you're mad. No text, sorry, no full stop, no comma, no pause, no breaks. I don't put no breaks in nothing. I don't put no full stop in nothing. I don't put barely if you go see capital letter up in something. And all those look what they call it, unprofessional eyes, the ones that we like to put up here where they say unprofessional when they do something professionally. All of that is in there. We don't have no time for professional. You hear me? When I'm done. And I'm telling you, I'm so happy because if I didn't, maybe if when I just came here, yeah. But my first landlord I ever rent from when I just came here, I remember one day he knocked on my door. He was good. He was cool though. I remember he knocked on my door one day and he said, hey, I'm just trying to get me a few dollars to get by for the day. I don't got no money, blah, blah, blah. Is it possible that you could give me the rent early? I said, I'm not giving you the whole rent early. If you want half, I could give you half, but that's about it. I'm learning the ropes now because I never have to rent while I was in my country, never. So I'm learning the ropes now of renting and be on my own. I rented when I was in Maine working, but the rent I was paying there was just something simple because we were working with companies and everything had to be guidelines to for us because we were on the work and travel while we were studying. So that kind of rent is kind of a little bit more different. They couldn't charge us no 500 or 600 or something like that. You know what I mean? They couldn't do that because we were college students and everything. Plus, they were giving more people to them. So I guess they were in like some partnership with the company. I don't know. I don't know that part. Yeah. He said, I have lived in my apartment for 7 years. Last week, we had an issue with the construction and neighbors, etc. And I had to get on the phone to my relator and real estate agent, and I went off. Yeah, sometimes you have to went off. I mean, you just don't want to go too overboard with it because then, you can. Sometimes we go overboard and then we lose more than we lose more than what we would anticipate. He fixed it for me good immediately and said, I have never heard you well or yes. Yes. When people never heard you like that in that situation, they will help you out quick and fast. And you know what? A lot of people used to cuss her out too, and I used to stood up for her. I used to say, listen, man, you can't be they used to call her out of her name. Oh my god. As I said, when I was in my country, I never have to rent anyway. Yes, stay calm always, but I come and go work all the time. Yes, yes, that's to also have to show you cannot be disrespected. Yes, that's 100%. But I used to hear people call her out her name, all the B's, all the H, all the ooh, you name it. Ooh, I'm telling you. And I used to stand up for her too. I used to say, man, you guys can't do that because I know the people them who were doing it to her. When I mean know them, they're neighbors. You know what I mean? And everybody live looking in each other's face. I said, man, you can't be doing that to the people and man and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they used to calm down after it, but they say, you see this little. I'm like, what? But the good thing, she never used to pay them any money either. She just kept going and everything. But it just goes to show that sometimes people, greed is a thing. And greed will get us. You know what I mean? Greed is a thing. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody. March is reading month. Read with your children, educate them. Even if you cannot read, go get down Epic. They have audiobooks on there. They have a lot of stuff on there to help you. Yes, greed is a horrible thing. Yes, when you're greedy, I'm telling you, it's like somebody who get you with $1 million from being greedy, and they realize, oh, this is how it works. Okay, we can go again, and they get greedy again, and then some of them don't even walk out alive. They just walk out because they're greedy. Huh? You walk right into handcuff. You walk 6 man bringing you back. You mash up, you dent up, you crank up, you bend up, you broke up. Don't make no sense. Greed is greed. I'm telling you, especially in the pandemic, a lot of people get so greedy. Greed. Say sorry, Selena. Say learn how to be grateful for what little or lot you have, because what you may think is nothing may be a whole world to someone else. That's what I teach my daughter. Yes, yes, I agree with that because we have to, and that's what I'm saying. Even though it's go, and even though March is really more, we gotta start early. We gotta start early. You know, at least 2 weeks you prepare your children for. Then we get up to par. Cause I'll be working with mine, so I know. Okay, then lay right there if you're scared. Okay, follow me. Be supportive. Yeah. Only you need a hot tea or something. Yes, I got me some water here. I just took me some medicine and stuff. But I'm telling you, family, educate these children so that because you never know when things gonna happen to you and you won't be able to speak no more, talk no more, walk no more, move no more. So don't be saying putting off the things. When you finally get yourself up, get yourself out there. Because today when I see my son say, "Yes, I can read," you should see his face. When I tell you, if I had the camera set up and I set that up, you would see his face. You know what I mean? So start off with them, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people I've seen go to waste back in the days too because they couldn't read or write or count or anything. And they used to have people manage them and manage their money and so and people really manage them for real. They really manage them. When they're done, is that landlord taking you to court or you taking the landlord? They really manage you. I'm telling you. And then these persons left with nothing. They really manage you. You hear me? So we gotta teach our young boys and young girls now how to manage things, And Selena say, "Oh, I would be so proud of him." Yes, he was just say, "Yes, my daughter used to have a speech impediment too, so I know what it's like." Yes, even the little one that used to have trouble. He be reading now and everything. So I'm so proud. I'm so proud. But people encourage your children because it start now. You don't wait till you broke up your half or you're not here no more. When you're not here no more, I have a elderly friend right now, and I think he said he's sickly or something, and he was saying if anything happened to me, I wanted to go take my son and spend some time with him and everything. And one of his major concern right now, he said he's so scared to leave his child just with anybody because you never know who is who. Lady Jinx, good night. How are you? Good night, my dear. How are you? Yes. Greetings, greetings. Filipina in the house, Australia in the house, USA is everybody in the house. Greetings to everyone. Yes, teach and encourage them now because late is too late. Yeah, it can be very late too because we might not have it last say. What is in your ears? Yes, probably each because you're sick. Okay, here you go. Throw it away. Lady Jinx saying hello, hello. Yes, you know what I mean. And one of his big concern right now. Say I'm good. Greetings from here. Oh, you in Hong Kong? Oh, greetings, greetings, greetings to you. I don't know how do I think they say Niyama. Do you speak Chinese? So I think if they speak Chinese, they say Niyama. I can say Niyama in Chinese. Hello. I think that means hello. How are you? Nihama. Yes, I am here working. Oh, okay. So you speak Chinese. Okay, good. All right. Nihama. And I know I'll be watching a YouTube video of how to speak Mandarin. So Niyama. Niyama. Huh? Then take off the pants and go lay down. You're full of excuse. You're the price. This is on. Yes, I'm here working. All right, all right. Gotta get those jobs out. So I'm saying one of his biggest concern is that he's saying, "Who am I gonna leave my children with?" Oh, they speak that kind of language. Oh, cause they have so many different languages. That's the funny part too. You need to sit down. What? Come on, let me rub this one on you. No, you sit down.
I can only breathe. I can only breathe through my mouth and my nose right here. I cannot breathe through this right here.
You know this song will say "Can't breathe." Oh, they also speak Mandarin. Oh, well, Mandarin is one of the easiest one to learn. So that's the only one I could speak. If I have to communicate with somebody. No, well, I don't.
Stop, Mom. Do more.
You don't want. He said, "Stop, Mom. I don't want." All right, get back in your bed. Go. Oh, they speak Mandarin too. Yes, cause they have so many different languages. Good, go lay down. Hey, go lay down, or I'm gonna take you in the room. They wanna scamp out with me. They love to watch me. Yeah, so that's good, man. So don't give up, guys. March is really month. Get on it with your children. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't start, it's never too late to start. But you gotta make a start because you see what's happening in the world. You know, you never know when nothing is gonna knock at your door, and then maybe the last secretary you get to give your children something is what they have to hold on to. The power of reading, you know, the power of encouragement, the power of supporting them while you can. Because when I saw that little one today, I see his little face. Yes, Mama, I can read. You should see his face. I mean, he had a big smile from ear to ear. I'm like, boy, you're exposing all the little silver teeth. So I'm telling you. Because all the things that are affecting us as grown folks now, paying bills, going here, doing this, having children, having that,